I'd like to help bridge effective and, if not loving, at least respectful connections among Minnesota populations, human and various species. As a person, I was born in Bemidji and lived in Bagley and taught in Morris, and am really based up in the Babbitt, Embarrass area. But I've taught in St. Paul and went to college even further south. So I'm very much all around the state, and I'm shocked by the divides and the lack of communication. So whatever I can do to help bridge that. I'm also really concerned with the health, climate overlap, and my my former academic community, Minneapolis College, Minneapolis Community and Technical, and the really wonderful diversity of conversation that could happen there and can happen other places. I think we need to work on changing basic attitudes, and that is pretty slow work. We all inherit an individual and a kind of fight mentality and an ownership notion. Even when we say we're against ownership, we all kind of fall into it like this is Minnesota's land. Kind of don't like the state and national artificial boundaries. The watershed boundaries make more sense to me. Um, in a way, I don't care what Minnesota's leading on. Sorry to say that, but I care what's happening on this earth. And anybody who leads, fine, in a way, or I don't even know about leading. So how do we change this mindset? And as a as a broad-based Minnesotan, with I was born in Bemidji, my family's in Bemidji, my background is fundamentalist evangelical, which they'd probably disown me, but they also accept me because I'm part of the family, and I come from a very strong mining town. I have mining friends and relatives. They see me as a environmentalist who is soft-hearted. My environmentalist friends in the city see me as a mining person who is soft-headed. I think we have got to start talking across lines. I'm really afraid of, in Minnesota, what scares me is the increasing divide and the way that people on both sides talk hate about the other. Um, Republican evangelicals are as worthy of life probably as bear and deer, and that's all the worth I have either is as much worth as a butterfly or something. I can say this to you, it's sort of maybe radical, but there it is. My home place is at the heart of the Twin Metals mine. My my city friends are totally opposed. My town friends need work, and they're desperately. I'm telling you, they need work. Even between Babbitt and Ely, which are 17 miles apart, our divides are just huge. I belong to the Ely groups who never remember Babbitt. We're 17 miles away. Like they bring in something, and my brother and I have to say, "Oh, maybe that you could think about Babbitt people. Babbitt people don't like Ely people because, well, Ely didn't accept us. We were a new mining town. They were an old mining town. I don't. Sometimes I'm getting into details to illustrate the depth of the divides so that we don't even hear the other side, but we make statements about them. Um, my former students are all in the Line 3 camps. My relatives are saying at least the new line doesn't cross native land. And I know you have to hear them though. We don't have to like other people's arguments, but we've got to work with them because otherwise we will we will lose the earth. They're here. and they have logic behind their thinking too, and they have passion and reason. Um, my city friends tend to go to my part of the world, the Boundary Waters, and enjoy it and relax. I'm going to say another extreme thing. I want you to pick a piece of land and take care of it. When you go up there, do not just sit in your canoe. Do not just lie out. I am trying to restore our tiny piece of land, and the joy of going back and seeing that some of the sedges are surviving as I take out forever the horsetail. It's a decades long process, but some of the some of the natives will survive along with the invasives. They're not going away either one. I want to add one more thing, which is about fear. I I know that my Republican friends are also afraid of the climate and other disasters, but sometimes the fear is too big to manage, and we on the left tend to pick one thing we think will fix it. Like if we could just stop Keystone, we stop that. Now, okay, if we can just do this, or if we can just elect this person, because it's so big, it's really hard to get through the nights unless you have one thing that you think you can fix. And I support us all doing one thing because we can't do everything. But my relatives also are afraid, but they don't want to say that. And the one thing they often pick is their faith, or yeah, I think it's often their faith, but something, or focusing on their personal health or something like that. How can we help people face this fear without freezing? Any wisdom that anybody has about how we can do that? I think part of it is forming community with each other, so that we're talking to each other will help each of us face it. But how do we help all, even those who it's so deeply ingrained in their fear cells that they can't say it?